Hey Rockstar, Steve aka Void here, and today I want to talk about guitar coaches and specifically how you can get the best results from your guitar coach. Now, I wrote this book, Practice Less, Play More, which you can grab on Amazon. This is a book that I wrote that kind of encapsulates all of my best techniques for learning songs fast, and I did this so that you could do this on your own. So you could read the book, you could learn songs faster, and really, learn how to fish, learn how to catch fish whenever you want. Now, for some people, this is enough. For other people, they want to move faster. They don't want to just learn the techniques inside a book. They want things. They want a relationship. They want sort of to have fun and to really have the concepts from the book come to life. So they hire me and they come hang out with me and work with me in my Play from Day One program. Which, by the way, if you'd like to check out and you want to come hang out with me, then add your name to the waiting list. Playfromday1.com, and you could do that. You'll see there'll be some questions, and then I'll reach out to you to discuss next steps. But see, even if you don't hire me, if you hire any guitar coach to learn faster, then what you want to consider, I mean, besides the obvious stuff, like you want to get along with the person and hopefully they play the same style of music that you want to play. Besides that stuff, I'm talking about what your role is in the relationship. Let's assume that you get along with the guitar coach. Let's assume that you're happy with the sort of the game plan that they lay out. Hopefully there's a game plan that they lay out. So let's see, and it looks like my chat software isn't working, so I'm just going to load up the live video here. So basically what you want to do when I see over the past 17 years of coaching, I see similar results with the students who get the best results. And then I see our similar behavior with students who get the best results. And then I see a similar behavior with students who don't get the best results. And so I wanted to discuss that today on this video. So if you're considering investing in guitar lessons or even working with me in my Play from Day One mentorship, no matter what, you want to have certain things, certain behaviors that are going to ensure your success. So the first thing to understand is that you are hiring someone who knows more about success on guitar than you do at this moment. I mean, most likely that's the case. If you're a beginner, for sure, a guitar expert is going to be able to, they'll know more about guitar. Now, again, we're assuming that this is a teacher transferring knowledge, understands how to teach. Let's assume it's a good teacher, okay? Now, if you need any help finding a good teacher, or if you need advice, then I could definitely help you with that. Again, if you want to work with me, if you want to come hang out with me, then we could talk about that as well. But I want to help you with, no matter who you choose, that if you have someone who's a good teacher, who you like what they're doing, then you have to trust that what they're showing you is what you need at that moment, okay? Now, for my students, I teach them songs, I help them learn songs faster, and really that's my specialty, is helping you learn songs faster. For someone else, it might be digging into music theory really deep. It might be, for some people, it might be, let's say, practicing scales and developing like shredding speed or whatever it might be. But the main thing is understand that whatever your guitar coach prescribes for you at that time, that is what is best for you to do. Now, it's not for you to, you pay for lessons and then you just kind of take whatever they show you and you do whatever you want. You like either play it a little bit, or you don't follow their recipe, or you don't play it at all and you play your own thing. I mean, you have to ask yourself, like, why are you investing in lessons and in instruction and in coaching if you're not going to follow what they're doing? So I want you to stay in the moment, not get too far ahead of yourself, and actually start playing what they are showing you. Start practicing what they're showing you, and trust that what they're showing you is the right thing to do. Okay, so we, especially as adult men, we want to do things our own way. Even if we hear how we should do it, even if we understand that it's the right way to do it, we still have this tendency to want to change things up. Or, but I'm going to do it this way. Or, yeah, that might work for everyone else. I'm going to do it this way. Or, my fingers are this way, so I'm going to do it this way. We come up with so many different things. But if you trust the process, and again, we're assuming you have a good coach here, that they know what's best for you at that time. Obviously, if you have a coach who's overwhelming you with tons and tons of exercises and scales and stuff that you can't really handle, then I would say that's probably not the best coach, because they don't understand your schedule or what you can handle at that time. You should never be overwhelmed in lessons. But assuming all that stuff is in place, you want to stay in the moment, only focus on whatever was assigned to you by your coach, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. That well, I actually let me scratch that. If you complete what they tell you to do, then you can do whatever you want after that. But regarding your coaching relationship, make sure that you have that trust, and that you stay in the moment. Okay, that's number one. All of my students who stay in the moment and just do each step by step always get the best results. That leads me to my next point. Do not hibernate. Okay, this goes more for people. Well, actually, this would go for even if you're taking offline lessons, like if you're going to a music school, or if you're having Skype lessons, or if you're in my Play from Day One mentorship. Just don't hibernate. Like if you want to learn how to do something, remember you invested in a coach, and so if something is assigned to you, don't hibernate, don't disappear for a long period of time, cancel lessons, or go a long time without contacting your coach. Make sure that you have a steady routine of practicing and a steady routine of new information, which is lessons. If you're going for lessons, book lessons regularly, either weekly or bi-weekly, even once a month. Just having a predictable schedule that you stick to, as well as don't hibernate, where you're going to work on something and you just only work on it yourself, because you're going to likely fall into the same problems and challenges that you had in the first place before you hired the coach. The whole reason why you wanted to hire a coach was so that they could help you to learn faster and learn something that you don't know how to do. So if you hire the coach and then you end up just hibernating and doing things how you would have done them anyway, or think that you have to do it on your own without the coach, then that totally defeats the purpose of having the coach. So do not hibernate. Have a steady ritual. Like so in Play from Day One, my students post a progress video to me in a private thread on a consistent basis. At least the students who post on a consistent basis, whatever they set, like whether it's a few days, once every few days, once a day, once a week, whatever it is, sticking to that and having that predictability is very, very good for your progress. All of my students who do that get the best results. Any students who kind of hibernate or want to do their own thing, they don't get the fastest results, because they're fighting against themselves, and they're not realizing that the coach is there to help accelerate the whole process. So that's the second thing. And then the third thing, don't be afraid to ask questions. Your coach does not know absolutely everything about what you know or what you want. As coaches, we want to help you. And if you have a question about something, do not feel intimidated. Do not feel like it's a stupid question. Do not feel like it's not the right time. There's always a good time for a question. And so if you're not sure about something, what a good coach wants to do is not just make you understand, but limit misunderstandings, because all of that stuff is going to waste time. All that stuff is going to make it take longer for you to get to your end goal. So again, stay in the moment, do whatever the coach asks you to do. If it's like a little part, just the intro, don't do the full song, just do the intro. If it's if the coach asks you to practice scales for 40 minutes on a Monday, then try your best to practice scales for 40 minutes on Monday. Obviously, if you did 30 minutes, that would be great, but I'm saying just don't not practice the scales, or don't practice for 3 hours. Just do it for whatever the prescription is. Just like a doctor, just like the prescription is the prescription, and that's what I feel you should trust, because I know in my 17 years of coaching experience that students who are coachable, and make themselves coachable, listen to their coach, trust the process, do not hibernate, have a steady practice schedule, have a steady posting schedule if you're in an online program that has posting, have a steady lesson schedule if possible if you have lessons, and ask questions. Ask questions anytime that a question comes up. Feel free to ask, and also if it's taking too long to do something, you could always ask to do something else temporarily, or even switching gears, because coaches want you to feel excited. As a coach, especially in Play from Day One, I want you to feel excited all the time. I wrote this book, Practice Less, Play More, because I want to show you how to learn songs faster. And if you hire me as your coach, then when we're hanging out, when we're chatting, the whole idea is so that you learn how to learn songs faster, and I want you to learn songs you love It doesn't matter what I want, like in the sense of I want you to learn this song that I love. It's about what you want, and so make the experience yours. And you're investing money in this, so to get the best return on your investment, I feel like you need to make sure that this is yours. You're hiring the coach. They're helping you to get to your result faster. They're like a super fast car that's getting you to your destination. And make sure that after you hire that coach, you do not take it on yourself, or after a couple of weeks you take it on yourself to just do your own thing, because that just totally defeats the purpose. So I want you to get the best results in your playing. I want you to learn quickly. That's why I make these videos. That's why I have Play from Day One. I want you to get the best results, and so that's why I take this stuff to heart. After 17 years of coaching, and also not only coaching but also touring all over the world, using as a self-taught guitar player, I use this stuff touring across the world. Touring with Kiss and the biggest of stages, and I know what works and what doesn't. And as a student myself, and as a coach myself, I see what works and what doesn't. And these three things are a great starting point for you to really get a good return on your investment. Now, speaking of that, if you do want to come hang out with me and have me help you to learn songs faster, and actually teach you how to be coachable, teach you how to learn songs faster, just how to be better and be successful, then definitely check out Play from Day One. That's Play from Day One, number one. playfromday1.com. And when you go to playfromday1.com, you can add your name to the waiting list. It's an invite-only program, closed to the public. And once you add your name to the waiting list, then you can answer a few questions about your guitar playing, and I'll reach out to you with next steps as soon as a spot becomes available for you. So that's all I have for today. Hopefully this was helpful. If you are working with a coach already, if you're thinking about hiring a coach, if you're thinking about working with me, whatever it might be, just make sure to watch this video, take the things to heart. If you have any questions for me, please leave a comment below. I read every single question, and I'll be sure to address that in the comments or in the next video. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll talk soon. Take care.